What's up, Clashers? It's Wheeler from Team Cat Daddy. So I'm gonna show you guys another raid. Now, what I've done on this one is made a basic raid army. Now it's kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. So this one, you're gonna need to either more be raiding for gold, because you're not gonna net a lot of profit from this army, or you're just gonna have to be more patient and find bases with higher loot. Um, so for this army that I made this isn't the army I used, but this is in making the same army. So it's gonna be 10 giants, 20 gobs. Sorry, 20 barbs. It'll be 10 minions, 8 wall breakers, and 60 gobs. Now, if you don't have minions, you can just use some extra archers. Almost the same effect for how I like to attack with this army. Um, so here's what we did. I'm trying to make these videos a little bit better too, so they're not so long and drawn out. So what I did this time was go ahead and make that army. Went ahead and raided, and then we can do this off the replay. Especially since we can pause them now. So here's what I was looking at when I came across this. Obviously, lots of resources here. This one I actually still get a profit off my army, because what I have at an army with I mean 10 giants, that's 20 grand. The healer is another 6, so we're at 26. Then we've got another, what is it, 20 and wall breakers. Now we're at 46. As you can see, so now I only have one healing spell. That's another 20. That's 66. We've got about approximately 5K in gobs. So now we're already up to 71. Another 2,600 in barbs. So as you can see, we've got about a 75K army here. So that's why I was saying either you're going for gold and you can not necessarily find something with 100K in elixir, or you're gonna have to get about 100K in elixir, especially because I usually have 2 more spells. So you have to find something with at least 100K in elixir just to pay for what you're using right here. Usually I use this for gold. This instance was lucky to find something with plenty of elixir in there, so I'm still going to get a profit off of this one. Now here's the other thing. If you noticed, sorry, we should have backed that up. If you noticed, let's go ahead and return back. What I was trying to point out was that the air defense was being worked on. So you can see that right there. You see the little dude's working on the air defense. That's key because I have that healer. The other thing I like to try and do is when these outside walls have these T-joints in them, that's where I like to send my breakers if I can. So I'll try and send the giants somewhere over at one of those, pick out a good spot, wherever that might be. What I try and avoid is going at places like over here where the wall juts out a bit. Because what's going to happen there is, even if I go in, from wherever, as most of you guys know, the breakers are going to go to the closest wall. So when you have it jutting out like that, you're going to have to send, 4 breakers to get through, or however many, depending on what level your breakers are, to get into these different sections. Whereas if I come in over here and I just launch my 2 breakers and get at this junction right here, I'm going to open up both of those with only using 2 breakers. So go ahead and hit the play button. See, send the giants first so I can drag that mortar round out, get the breakers in, and bam, I've opened up both areas right there. So I went ahead and dropped my heal spell. And if you notice, I drop it well ahead of where I am. That way my giants can walk into it. So I'm not walking out of it and, only really getting about half the use for it. So send in some more breakers here. I think I tried to a second ago and they got killed. Or maybe these get killed. So these are the 2 more I send in. put some barbs over here to distract that cannon, because that's what happened to me before. I sent some in, and the cannon got them. So I went ahead and sent I was able to go ahead and send the healer, since I know that this AD was under construction or being upgraded, and that was so far away that by the time it's going to shoot at me, my giants will have already gotten through the bulk of the defenses. So now that I've got everything opened up, it's about time to start on some gobs. Went ahead and took the top ones out first. Gonna go ahead and send in some more at those storages. Now you also notice that once again I left without my Barb King. I don't just sit around and wait for him all the time. I mean, it's great when he's there. You know, obviously, when you're only TH8, you played more of the game without a Barb King than you did with it, so it's not like I don't know how to fight without him. The other thing, too, is that, you know, I talked about this in a different video. I think I said I needed to go to Gold 1 when I really meant Gold 3. But I really needed to destroy this Town Hall. So basically, in the situation that I'm in with such little elixir, I really needed about 200,000 gold or so to top off so I could make my Tesla upgrade. But I also am not really in a position to lose any trophies right now because I am trying to get back up to Gold 3. So, in that, I basically need to make an army to just destroy a base completely. So, that's where this army came from. You know, I didn't ask for the wizards. When I made my request, obviously you can do specific requests that, you know, however your clan does it. My clan just donates really awesome, and so I just put out needed raid troops, and I got wizards. So as you see there, about 190,000 gold, 175 in elixir, worked out nice. The minions, I kind of should have pointed that out. The minions, I like to use these, and I'll show you why here. Forgot to explain those, so we'll get this fast forward a little bit so the minions come out. They're gonna come out right over here, but basically once I've got most of the stuff out of the way, and I think I got kind of hit by an air bomb with them. A lot of times what I try and do is as these start getting cleared out, and if I would have had my 3 lightning spells like I normally have, I would have gone ahead and lightninged that AD right there. That way, that would have freed up all the air. Because getting left in a situation like this, assuming this AD wasn't here, I can go ahead and send my minions in and try and take out the rest of these. Trying to take out the rest of these storages without using any more elixir. That's the real reason I use them. A lot of times I'll use even more. I'll use 20 minions. I don't use any archers. And that's just another one of those trade-off things where I'm trading dark elixir to not use regular elixir because I'm in a position to do so. I try and make a goal and save for one thing, and I look and see what I need. You know, if I need to upgrade some minions or I need something for my Barb King, then I don't use any dark troops. If I do, you know, then or if I need elixir, I'm not so much worried about doing anything with the dark troops, then I'll go ahead and use 20 minions or so. But that's a good basic army and a good basic strategy for taking out, I mean, most bases that are going to be anywhere equal to or even a little bit higher than your level. So that's a good way to knock it out. As you can see, I did get enough gold to start my Tesla right here on that upgrade. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Mission accomplished. And then so now I'm gonna go back to probably to gold rating. See if I can. Actually, I'm gonna go start elixir rating a little bit more because as you can see, we are in war. It starts in 21 hours. So we've got to get win number 48. So check out the rest of our videos on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If there's anything that y'all would like to see, go ahead and post that in the comments and we'll try and get a video made for you. All right. So y'all take care and clash on.